And a very good Thursday morning to you and all of you out there. Uh, Welcome into a very, very, very early edition of Sports Sanity Podcast. We're live on the SIN Sports Sanity Network's YouTube channel, doing it on a Thursday, given the Labor Day weekend. Uh, Me and Bill have vacations, so surprise.
You're probably, yeah. Thank you for clearing that up, Reg. What's going on, folks? Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy here. I remember, Reg, you were sitting there thinking, people were probably thinking, wait a minute, today's Thursday. Don't you guys usually do shows on Friday? What's going on?
Yeah.
Well, Reg is going away tomorrow. I'm going away Saturday, so yeah, I don't think we're going to be having shows next week.
Yeah. We'll try to be back for Football Friday. We kind of have to preview the season. No, that's
Yeah, I'll kind of still be in Myrtle Beach because my flight's leaving that
yeah.
night. So, you know what? We can discuss that
Yeah.
later. We can discuss it later.
Um, yeah,
Dude, we'll discuss it later.
either way, whether we actually go live next week at all for this show or not, we're gonna find a way to get on the air. So that we can talk football. And look, if we have
Or
to wait till this after the season starts, that's fine too.
or even if we have to do like a quick little pre-record of us giving our predictions for week one, then we can do
Yeah.
that. But don't worry, guys, we're not going away forever. We're just yeah, it's weird, bro. We're taking our vacations at the end of the summer.
Yeah. But look, let me look, and this is partially my fault. I haven't taken a vacation. I took one vacation this summer, and you know, Labor Day is like that last hurrah before we have to get things going because NFL's fast approaching. It's fast approaching.
Yeah, week one starts literally 1 week from today.
Like we have practices and 53-man rosters that were released, and practice squad was created for teams. I'm just like, oh crud. Like it's really here. Like really, really, really here. There's no stopping us now.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the
But
move.
by the way, as we're just talking, the Jets just released it real quick. The Gotham City football jerseys that they're going to be wearing Thursday night. Um I want to get this right. I'm so sorry. I think it's a Thursday night game. No, I'm sorry. It'll be yeah, Thursday night in sorry. Hold on a second. I'm so sorry. I'm skimming through it. That's the problem. Jets road game. It's against the Dolphins. They host the Dolphins on December 7th. So they will be wearing these jerseys. December 7th is a Sunday. So probably Sunday afternoon. Um, in any case. You want to see what it looks like, Bill?
Sure, let's see it.
It looks stupid, but here you go. So this is the colors. Look how awful these
That
jerseys.
looks
No, they look
that's
terrible. They look terrible.
interesting.
Week 14 against Miami. This looks terrible, Bill. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I know what
If
you're
you
trying to
if
say.
you if you like it, I'm cool with it. I don't have to like it. I want green and white, and I want the retro, the 2000s, the late 90s, 2000s Jets jerseys. The one that they wore up until 2018, Sam Darnold's first year. I want those jerseys like at least twice a year. And then the rest of the year it could be the regular jerseys that they currently have right now. This looks fucking terrible. It looks bad. Like bad. Um what's with the blue? There's blue here. Oh.
Yeah. Wait, is it blue or is it just the lighting, you think?
No, it looks blue. It could just be the lighting too. You may be right, but this looks blue. Let's see. It quickly became evidence that this is Chris Pierce, Vice President of Fan Commerce for the Jets. It quickly became evident that Gotham City football was in an obvious direction for us to take with the rivalry uniform. The story influenced our colorways, our green being treated with a filter that reflects the hazy, steamy, smoky city streets. Stupid. Adding black light iron ore and dark stucco, all strong identifying elements of New York City street landscape, was an obvious decision. The nod to the iconic NYC manhole pattern on the shoulder of the background, the plane is unique. Our own strong imagery that defines the toughness, work ethic of the people who call the city home, adding our fifth uniform, third helmet in 16 months is something we are extremely proud of as an organization. We tend to have uniforms that resonate with our players, fans, demonstrate deep emotional connection. Bullshit. This is terrible. It looks bad. It looks bad.
Oh, it looks terrible.
And I'm not gonna hold back on that opinion. Like, it's not a good uniform. And look, like I said, if people like you, Bill, or everyone else, if they look at it, be like, "Oh, that's cool. That's fine. Whatever. It's your opinion." But
Hey, you know what they say, Reggie? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them and they all stink.
exactly. Uh,
Um,
but in any case,
anyway, but the Giants, as you're talking about your like alternate jerseys, time to talk about my alternate jerseys. People were so bored, we're talking about jerseys.
yeah, we'll get to actual news in a second.
Okay, this is the legacy jersey that they'll be wearing
This-
week 9.
I want that. See, this is my point. Like, you guys have the '80s jerseys. Like, everyone loves those.
I may be going to one of those two games.
Yeah.
I think I might be going to the November 2nd game. I don't know yet. Got to talk to my brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we were planning, because there were years that me, him, and a bunch of his buddies, we go down, we tailgate. But for the last 2 years, those have been on hold. So
Yeah.
maybe this will be the year we'll bring it back. Who knows? But yeah, that's the legacy jersey. And then week 10 and 11, we have the vintage white jersey.
This is what I mean. These jerseys actually look good. They represent what
They
the
do.
Giants were, right? This stupid, I'm sorry, the stupid jersey that I just showed about the Gotham City Jets bullshit. Like, it's terrible. All of it's bad.
Um, but no, this is where things are. But no, this is the, you know what? And no offense to you, Reggie boy, I think the Giants vintage jerseys are more classy.
Well, they're classy one because they're rooted in winning. While the Jets, they just make up bullshit as they go. You know? Like when you bring back jerseys from a good era of Giants football, like people are gonna be like, yeah, we need those jerseys back, despite the fact that we don't know what the team's gonna look like. But like fans get excited for that stuff. What Jet fans gonna get excited about these Gotham City jerseys? In any case, um, so those are the jerseys. I noticed that we had some news regarding some of our players. How about Tommy DeVito getting picked up by the Patriots?
Well, all I can say is it was fun while it lasted.
Exactly. Look, he was very classy about it. I'll say that. Um,
And like I said, I've always liked Tommy DeVito. One, he was fun to watch,
yeah.
and two, and like I said, the Jersey Juice, and when they showed his family, like I said, I think I liked them because they were relatable to people like us. They're not like the Kelseys who, you know, one of them is now engaged to a pop star. Actually, we'll get to that in a second.
By the way, congratulations to
You know what? We'll
Travis
get to it
Kelce and
now.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, congratulations to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. They got engaged. Um, God, the memes, dude, the
Mhm.
memes over the last 3 days were the memes over the last 3 days going, oh, she better not sign it. He better not sign a prenup, or his retirement plan starts now. And I think my favorite one was going, look at Jason Kelsey, because let's all take for Kylie Kelsey, Jason Kelsey's wife, who I just want to say before I go on, Kylie Kelsey, I've seen interviews with her. She seems like a lovely lady.
Mhm.
She's absolutely lovely. I go, look at Kylie Kelsey. She went on a date with a guy at a bar that she went to a bar with a guy she met on Tinder, and this guy happened to be an NFL player, and now her sister-in-law is going to be Taylor Swift.
Mhm.
So you never know. Like I have, or you know what? I think Roger Goodell is now doing backflips, and I said this when Travis and Taylor started dating.
Mhm.
They're saying like I guarantee you Roger Goodell is probably gonna say, you know, let's televise the wedding. I'll officiate. It's gonna give us so much ratings.
Yep.
And and but but yeah, congrats to them. And I have to say, because I brought this up the other day too. Did you see this? Charlie Kirk, or as I like to call him, or as I like to call him, the three-time cover model for Punchable Face magazine. Oh, come on, dude. Can you agree with me? He has such a punchable face.
God.
And did you hear what he said about Taylor and Travis?
Yeah, he basically told Taylor Swift to give yourself up to Travis, take his last name, or um, be a housewife, all that, whatever bullcrap he said.
You know what I think it is? I think it's these men who have, pardon my language, they all have small dicks.
Or, who are so creepy as fuck that they go to college campuses and debate people who don't have the confidence to debate just like you do, right? You know, they talk about this hierarchy, the oh well, I'm here, I have no knowledge and I have confidence to debate you. I'm going to own you. Whereas these educated people, unlike Charlie Kirk, who didn't go to college, or sorry, he dropped out, whatever it was. Um, um, these educated people who are actually learning the field, they're actually learning how things work in America. And then, but because they don't have the confidence to debate you yet, they suck. So I don't respect the guy. I don't.
What's wrong, Charlie? Are you threatened because Travis Kelce is marrying the biggest pop star on the planet, and
Look,
you
if you were to talk to an actual educated adult, like this guy would be a fucking moron, and he'd be the only moron in the
no, no,
room.
I think he goes to college campuses because he can't. debate with, smart people.
Yeah.
And but you know what? It's like, do you think, Charlie? Okay, I know we're not a sports podcast, we're not a political or celebrity gossip podcast, but do you think Taylor Swift, the biggest pop star on the planet right now, is gonna take advice
No.
from a guy whose radio show has like 10 listeners?
No.
Do you think
And you know
he's
what? I
just
don't think she cares either. She's marrying Travis, and she is enjoying life as she should. And my advice to Taylor Swift: don't listen to all the haters. Look, I'm a Swiftie. I tell her, don't listen to the haters. You live your life, and you know, hopefully you have a long-lasting relationship with the Kelseys, and that there hopefully there's no nothing that breaks it up. So,
Well, you know what, Reg? I'll say this. Are you ready?
yep.
If they have kids, I wonder what kids are going to inherit either Travis's athletic ability or Taylor's musical talent. That would be interested.
What would be the names though? Would they hyphenate? Would she hyphenate?
Swift Kelsey.
Swift Kelsey? Or if we go like Spanish customs, Kelsey Swift? No, it would be the American way, the Swift Kelsey. Would they hyphenate?
Swift Kelsey. Like who?
Because Taylor Swift's not giving up her name. Not not
Oh no.
not in
But
this.
remember, Charlie said, you better change your name to Taylor Kelsey or it doesn't count. I'm like, Charlie, I got a message from Mr. Kirk. Is that okay,
Yeah.
Reggie? Maybe you should worry about your own career instead of, I don't know, picking on someone who is what's wrong, Charlie? Are you afraid that a woman makes more money than you?
Mhm. Billionaire, unlike him.
Like again, he has a radio show that what 10 people listen to?
Yeah, what he really needs to worry
9 of
about,
them are probably his family.
what he really needs to worry about is his stupid ass president who is continuing to plummet in terms of polling, in terms of popularity, in terms of everything, and is
Yeah,
currently
why don't
allowing
you
National Guards to enter the streets of the city that I currently live in. So,
You want to know something? I think people probably get sick of us when we get political. They're probably like, "Oh my God, we just listened to you guys so you could talk sports." Like, no, but there is the world. What sports and politics do collide, and this one, okay, it's like a couple different degrees, but you see, dude, I miss the days when we just talked about batting averages and touchdowns, and
but we do that.
yeah. But you know what, guys? We are so bored at this point. It's been such a slow time. We're so bored. We're talking about Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift, and
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk. That's
Like,
how freaking bored we are.
and let's be honest. Do you want to talk about Adam Thielen being traded to the Vikings? No, I don't bring it up.
You know what? In the words of one of my favorite shows growing up, Ed and Eddie. You hear that? You hear that, Reg? Guess what that is? That's the sound of no one caring.
Like and look, I'm sure the fact that the Vikings are going to pay Thielen's salary for 2025 on a revised deal, whatever it is, I'm sure that the fans of the Vikings and the fans of the Panthers are actually going to give a shit. I don't care. I don't care.
Like,
It,
who
it's
cares?
not. It's not. It, wake me up when Micah Parsons, excuse me, signs a contract.
So, but no, that's the thing is, again, guys, we are so bored. We're talking about Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift, and Charlie Kirk.
Mhm.
That's how bored we're getting.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week things will get more exciting. We could talk more about stuff and it'll be amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, God bless. But anyway, so yeah, the so again, congratulations to Travis and Taylor and Charlie, you could take a long walk off a short pier. Like, seriously, leave them alone. Leave them alone. No one cares what you. Literally, no one cares what you think.
Yeah.
And in the immortal words of Taylor Swift, haters gonna hate, hate, hate. So
All right.
please focus more on your stupid show that has, I don't know, 12 listeners. Seven of them are probably his family. Um, yeah, so yeah, but getting back to what we originally talked about, the DeVitos, what I like about them is, they're not like, and I've said this plenty of times, I think why I so like the family so much is they're not like the Kelseys in which one of their sons is engaged to a pop star. They're just normal, average, run-of-the-mill folks like us. They're just normal, average, run-of-the-mill folks. Like, his dad's a plumber. My dad was a plumber. He's retired now. So that's why I like the DeVitos so much. They're just average folk that people can relate to.
Yeah, and look, he may not be the greatest quarterback of all time, and probably that's where his career is going to be like. He's going to be what, backup at the most, right? Very least a third stringer.
Yeah.
But he works hard, he's humble, and he never complains. And look, whether or not he is the starting quarterback or whether or not he's in the practice squad, he will continue to do his thing. This is what he had to say on Instagram, and this is a great thing that he said. My journey with the New York Giants was more than football. It was about family, community, and a dream come true for a Jersey kid. I I'll forever be grateful to the organization and fans who welcomed me with open arms. New York will always be home. Excited for this next chapter in New England. There's also music on this Instagram that we cannot play because of copyright reasons. But
Yeah, thanks, YouTube.
but yeah, but good message from Tommy DeVito. I have a lot of respect for the guy. I really do. Uh,
No, listen, I wish him, as soon as they were getting Wilson and Winston and then they drafted Dart, I
yeah,
knew DeVito's days in New York were numbered.
yeah. There was a expiration date to his time, and
All I can
he
say is
gets to
like
go now. He gets to go to New England and help out whenever they can over there.
All I
Um,
could say to Mr. DeVito is we'll miss you. Thank you for your service here, and we wish you all the best in New England.
yeah.
And we wish you all the best in New England. Um, but he goes from hanging out with the Italians in Jersey to now hanging out with the Irish in Boston.
Yep.
You
Sounds about
better get used to Dropkick Murphys there, Tommy.
right. Sounds about
You better get used to Dropkick Murphys because you're going to be hearing a lot of it. 'Cause you're going to be hearing a lot of it.
right.
So, okay, let's go to. Okay. Wow, I don't know what else are we talking about. The tennis.
I briefly want to mention the Rasheed Rice situation. Um, as you folks know, um, ahead of the week 7, sorry, back, far back. This was Rasheed Rice when he got into a car accident, um, and all that stuff. He was sent to 30 days in jail. He just received a 6 week ban from the NFL. Uh, so I just wanted to mention that real quick. He pled guilty, by the way, to those charges, and he served his time, and now will service his NFL punishment. Kansas City Chiefs wideout will be eligible to return for Week 7 against the Raiders. So just a quick update on that before we
Yeah,
go.
so yeah, he'll be back in week 7.
Yeah, it was the right move by the NFL. It was the right move by the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else?
Well, also there was the U.S. Open. I don't know if you care about the U.S. Open so much.
No, but I heard there was a fight, so show me the clip.
Yeah, I mean, it was more of like a heated exchange than a fight. So Taylor Townsend and Jelena Ostapenko, excuse me, um, I think that there's a back and forth between the two at the end because Ostapenko was not happy with Townsend. One, because she had like a net point, I think. So it made it tougher for her to um, actually tried to, volley the ball and all that stuff, and anything. Um, so that's how Townsend got a point. She had a problem with that. She said that Townsend should have said sorry for that, and she didn't because it's an unwritten rule, no one cares. So that, and also she had a problem with Townsend because she's American. She had a problem with the fact that she was using the American crowd to hype up uh on her side, you know. So this is a clip from last night at the end of the match, and you can get a sense of what's going on here.
Do so very well to handle a moment when 5-3 down in the opening sets of this one. No love lost between these two.
Oh, there it is.
One thing you know for sure, Taylor Townsend ain't for backing down.
Not at all.
So I don't know if you caught the reading the lips, Bill, but Ostapenko is telling Townsend you have no education and you're classless, or I think the classless. That's what Taylor Townsend had told the reporters after. But if you take a look at their lips, she's saying you have no education, which is just outrageous. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about tennis, but I do know about sportsmanship.
Don't be an ass.
No,
Thank you. Good
you're
night.
talking
God
about
bless.
classless. You're talking about if Townsend's talking about the fact that she was called classless. The there's no class there at all from Ostapenko. None. First of all, when you shake the hand, you tell them good game or good match, whatever the fuck they say, and move on. You lost. Period.
I agree. You know, you shake hands, you say congrats, and you go on with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Reg, my girlfriend's texting me at the same time. I'm sorry. Um,
See, and then there's a it's not a problem with me. I don't care. Like you gotta talk to your lady. You gotta make sure she's
you
happy.
know, I gotta, you know, my, gotta talk to my girl, you know?
See, she she
Big
she's in,
watch
she's
it.
in love. She's in love. Like you gotta show her some love, Billy boy. Um,
But anyway, no, but getting back to that, I have to say, I'm very let down by what that clip was going to be. I thought they were going to be shoving each other, and
yeah. Well, that's what
I'm very
everyone else thought.
disappointed in you video clip. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah. Now, she also went on to say that Taylor Townsend, that is, to say that Ostapenko also said, let's play each other outside of the US and see how you do, because like I said, she was hyping up the American crowd on her end, right? So because the Americans obviously want an American to win, that's just natural, by the way. This is a great country. But uh, but she Ostapenko had said, "Well, let's see how you do outside of the U.S. Let's play each other outside of the U.S." Well, that already happened. Apparently, they faced each other in Canada and Townsend won. So, you know, like I don't know what else to tell you. Like, sorry, you know, you lost. You lost. Accept the loss. Do it with class, and play better next time. By the way, for what it's worth, in that final set, she got her ass whooped 6-1. So, just so people can understand where that was at.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that screams sore loser. I don't know if you've been a sore loser. I've been a sore loser before.
I have been.
I know what
But
it feels like to be a sore loser, but you're a grown up. It's one thing to be a sore loser as a kid. You're a grown up. You know,
so that's the argument at the U.S. Open.
yeah. All right. I think it's time for a top five.
Top five.
Top five.
Then after football season starts, are we still gonna be doing top fives? Or are we gonna shelve those? What do you
I'll
think?
probably shelve it, because football Friday. Um,
Okay, we'll shelve those. So this is gonna be our last top five for a while then.
yeah,
This is gonna be our
and
last top five.
and it's a appropriate top five given the NFL season starting. So, um, let's get
It's
it out.
our it's gonna be our top five NFL coaches we think are gonna be on the hot seat this year.
There's a lot of coaches that I think are going to be on the hot seat. Some that you may not expect.
I'm gonna if if we begin, do you mind if I give an honorable mention?
Sure.
I know a lot of people would expect him to be on the list, but my honorable mention is Brian Dable. Like, the reason why he's only an honorable mention, okay, the reason he would be on the list is yes, seasons have been inconsistent. He has not done good since that one playoff appearance, and the Giants have been just burning out. But here's why I don't think he's going to be immediately on the hot seat. And you've heard me say this 100 times. Now that he's got Jackson Dart, you've heard me say this, Reg. Jackson Dart is his ticket to at least one more season after this one.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart is at least his, because I know even if the Giants do terrible this year, I think John Mara's going to be like, hey, you know what? Brian is still trying to develop Jackson. He's trying to develop Jackson. We can let it go this year. We can let him slide. We can let it slide this year. Um, yeah, so Dable is my honorable mention.
I
All
have no
right.
I have no honorable mentions. I'm sorry.
All right. So do you want to start with your number five?
All right, number five. Yes, I will start. Number five, and again, this is someone that you probably wouldn't think hot seat right away, but I'm gonna have to put him there. Um, Sean McDermott. Look, I know it's crazy because the Bills have actually had the most success in this century with McDermott as the head coach. And it's not him, it's not his ability to coach a team. I just want to make it clear. It's the ability to get over the hump. Look, and I've been saying this over the past year. Bill understands it. He's heard me say this. At some point, while you will have been a good coach, while the Buffalo fans appreciate it, how many more playoff games, how many more AFC championship appearances, how many more letdowns after a fantastic regular season when you win the division and you're expected to go far, you have a great quarterback. At some point, when you don't get over the hump, when does the Buffalo Bills management look at this and be like, he is not doing his job in getting us to the promised land? And I'm only talking just getting to the Super Bowl, let alone winning the Super Bowl.
No,
Like,
I totally agree with you. It's like good enough is not enough.
At some point we have to be asking those questions, as tough as it is. And look, I'm sure Bills fans don't want McDermott to leave because he's been so great. He's been so successful as the head coach. But the reality is the reality. You have not won the big game, the game that will get you as far as you need to get to. And that's a problem. Like at some point, the patience is wearing down. So just think about it that way. He's my number 5.
All right, my number 5 is Kevin Stefanski,
Okay.
the Cleveland Browns, because you got to look at it this way, bro. The the Browns they've just been stuck. Stefanski has been there for 5 years,
Yeah.
and Stefanski has been there for 5 years. His coaching record is 40-44. They made the playoff twice. The furthest they got was the divisional round, and now with what's his name, and now with Flacco's coming back
Yeah.
to Cleveland. I'm sorry, this is your answer to someone who is probably going to lose his job this year? Stefanski has been they've only had 2 winning seasons in the 5 seasons he's been here. They've only had 2 winning seasons. 2020 they went 11-5. 2023 they went 11-6.
Yeah.
He's only had 2 winning seasons. So why should Stefanski? Because okay, unlike Daboll, who at least he has a chance, he has a new developing quarterback coming. Stefanski, what? You got an old quarterback? Like, what the heck? This guy's getting up there in age, Joe Flacco, and if your job is on the hot seat, I don't think he's the best answer. So that is my number 5, Kevin Stefanski. All right, bro, what's your number 4?
So my number 4 goes to Shane Steichen.
Dude, guess what?
What? That's your number 4?
Yeah, in the words of what we say on the Super Review Show, we swiped right.
The arguments are straightforward. He came in at the same time as Richardson. He benches his quarterback in favor of Daniel Jones. The fact of the matter is he has not developed anyone well. The Colts are mediocre at best. They did not have a good season last year. They're in need of a good season this year. Um, it's not looking good for them right now, and he has not coached very well, Bill. I don't know look, 17-17 over 2 years is not good.
No, it isn't.
Like you're talking about NFL lifespans that can go up to 4 years in a head coaching situation. You're 500 and you haven't made any progress, and that's the reality. You have not made any progress. Um, it's a problem. It is a massive problem. Then, of course, you whiffed on the quarterback. Problem.
Oh, absolutely. Like he's 17-17. Richardson gets hurt the first season. Okay, shit happens. But now you're bringing in Daniel Jones, who, yeah, listen, I know a thing or two about Daniel Jones. I know a thing or two about Daniel Jones. The guy is a mess. So, yeah, Shane. He's most likely going to be your downfall this year.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%.
There, that is a that's a down. So yeah, good luck. You're gonna need it. And if you think Daniel Jones is gonna be your savior, then I got a bridge to sell you. Reg, you want to help me sell him this bridge? We'll split the profits.
No.
Isn't it a nice bridge, Reg? We'll split the profits, Reg. But yeah, like I said, Shane Steichen, if you think Daniel Jones is gonna be your savior, I got a bridge to sell you.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so our number four is Shane Steichen. All right. Since it was both our number four, you wanna go your number three?
All right. My number three, um, it was Bill's number five, which is Kevin Stefanski. It's a little unfair because the Browns are certainly in retool mode, but I think this calls for new leadership too. Um, they the Browns management has to look into this and be like, it like while they're certainly trying to figure out who the quarterback is, who's going to be great for our team, all that stuff. I just feel like I've seen enough from this coaching staff to know that they're the most that they'll ever be is mediocre. And look, while we commend them for making some type of playoff appearance a couple years ago, the bottom line is that and Bill nailed it. It's just at some point like it the offense got to be better, everyone's got to be better, and the Browns are just not getting any better.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. My number three is Dave Canales from the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
Like, okay, can we just say it? We know David Tepper is the worst owner in the NFL. And you know he's been neurotic.
Mhm.
So I think right now, if the Panthers have another crappy season, well, one, he should be honored already that he actually made it through a full season. That he made it through a full season. We should just be honored with that. Am I right?
Yeah.
But Dave Canales is garbage. He 5-12 last year. I guarantee you, if he repeats that record this year, he's gone.
I'm gonna push back for a second.
Push back, go.
The only reason is because I feel like the Panthers are not run properly above the head coach. Like I think there's a lot more issues that the Panthers have to address before addressing the coach. It's not his fault that Canales has had a bad coaching record. The team is just not good. Now there were some surprises last year with the Panthers that got Carolina pretty excited, but overall, team hasn't been any good. So that's my only if you whatever you want to call it, devil's advocate, or whatever the heck you want to call
Nah, I understand.
it. Yeah. All right. But nonetheless, that's your number three.
My number two.
Mhm.
Oh no, wait, it would be your number two. Sorry, go right ahead.
Oh, I mean, you could have started. It doesn't matter. My number two is Zach Taylor. Um, the Bengals with their offense should be damn near close to a Super Bowl. They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Okay.
Two straight 9-8 seasons with this high-powered offense is unacceptable. They need to be they were in the thick of this division well last year as well. They were also in the thick of a wild card, but you got to make the playoffs. And, you know, with Joe Burrow being as good as he is, with your receiving core being as good as it is, there should be no reason why 38-point scoring games leads to losses. Yes, it's on the defense, but overall, that's a coaching problem. If you can't get your coaching staff together to coach the defense better, that's on you. And it has not been a wildly successful seasons, last couple seasons. 9-8, look, it's over 500, but it's not good enough.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. So that's your number two, Zach Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, my number two is Mike McDaniel.
Okay.
Because you got to look at it this way. You have good quarterback with Tua. You have a good wide receiver with Tyreek Hill. And listen, you got to the playoffs 2 seasons in a row, and then you regress and miss it.
Mhm.
Which, okay, things happen, but if both your playoff seasons are one and dones and then you regress and miss the postseason, then maybe it's time to start thinking about other options. Am I right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if Mike Rifkin agrees or disagrees with me because he's our resident Dolphin fan. But
I just think Mike McDaniel's my number one, by the way. Um,
you want to know something funny?
what?
McDaniel's your number one. Taylor's my number one.
Okay. I'll start with McDaniel since we're on the topic.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that McDaniel, I think he's a good coach. He's a good offensive mind, but I think he's getting way too much credit for how he's coached his team. I think he's a little overrated. He's young and he'll have a great coaching career, but I think the Dolphins are what they are. They're a fraud team. They show up like they're the best team in September. By the time it hits December, they show their true colors. And the fact that they missed last year is eye-opening. He's 28 and 23. He's obviously, like I said, young and still learning, but he has not handled anything well overall. And the Dolphins have a lot of holes this season. A lot of holes that they need to address. McDaniel's on the hot seat. The hottest seat, number one. Billy Way.
My number one is Reggie's number two, Zach Taylor. Because everything Reg just said, you have a good off. You have Joe Burrow, who's a great quarterback. You have two great wide receivers, probably one of the best wide receivers in the duos in the NFL with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Like, on paper, this team should literally be rolling like there's no tomorrow. And, like, yeah, the big problem is the defense, which is not entirely Zach Taylor's fault, but no, with this duo, you should be making with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, you should be making deep playoff runs right now. Reg, am I crazy to say that?
No.
Thank you. Thank you. But no, dude, that's how I feel right now. I think Zach Taylor is going to be on the hot seat this year because and like the last 2 seasons, you missed the playoffs and you finished what, 9-8? You can't have a prime offense, prime quarterback, prime wide receivers, and have mediocre finishes. and miss the postseason. So that's my number one hot seat, Zach Taylor. All right, Reg, I guess that's it.
That's our last top five for a while. It's a good top five.
Yeah, we probably won't be doing top fives again until like what, February?
Yeah. Because we're going to be consumed with all this Football Friday stuff. It's going to be insane. Picks are coming back, so that's exciting.
Yeah, and I know someone
coming
who's
back.
excited about that.
Yeah. Like we said at the top of the show, most likely week off this coming week.
We might do like a quick thing. We might just give our predictions for
Yeah.
week one.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're
we'll
gonna be on a little
surprise
bit of
you.
a break.
Stay tuned. This is why you have to subscribe to our channel, one thing. And then two, hit that button for notifications so that you know when we go live. Okay? Like this video, comment, and follow our socials, follow our website, and you'll get more content from the Sports Standing Network, including Batter Up. By the way, programming, we don't know what time yet, but Batter Up will be off of Sundays once the football season begins. It'll be moved to a new day. I don't know what date that will be. I'm not sure if Rifkin or the old ops guy had mentioned what day yet, but just know that Batter Up is moving to a different day so that Sundays can be focused on football.
Okay. So yeah, just keep a programming note out for that.
Yeah. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. Have a safe Labor Day. If you're going to the beach, have fun at the beach.
Wear sunscreen.
Yes, we're lots of it. If you're going out partying, no drinking and driving.
Exactly.
None of that nonsense. When I go out this weekend, I'm gonna be a designated driver. So, no drinking and
Yeah.
driving.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
Just remember on an Uber costs less than an Uber may be expensive, and we're not sponsored, by the way. An Uber may be expensive, but it's cheaper than a hospital bill or a funeral.
Mhm.
So yeah, don't drink and drive. We're not sponsored by Uber, but you know who we are sponsored by?
The Dugout of Millwood.
The Dugout of Millwood. We're sponsored by them.
And we appreciate the Dugout of Millwood for taking on our podcast and all the podcasts on this very network. So please and thank you to Mark Halpern at the Dugout of Millwood. And again, you'll see plenty of old ops guy too. By the way, I wonder what he thinks about the Cowboys documentary that just launched on Netflix. Have you taken a look at that?
I haven't watched it yet, have you?
Yes, I've watched like 4 episodes. It is
How is it?
phenomenal. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell people to go on to Netflix and watch it, but it's there if you want to. In any case, bye, folks.